Flash. No kits in play. Anonymo, however, they're just going to go for 2 sets of util, 1 molly on Rylan there.
Yeah, let's see whether or not they retain this grouped approach, as they do look to just group through mid. So this could be a real element of surprise, actually, looking at the way that the CTs are set up. I think B might be under a bit of duress. However, they're going to wrap onto A.
Straight through middle and looking to smash into lobby, but Luca hitting some shots now. Reels in chiming in as well, and it's going to be Snatchy trying to find that trade, but the bomb's down in a very rough position. Snacks now at the top of ramp trying to turn some heads here from Sharks, but Reels in able just to keep his eyes on the prize, keep that objective in their sight, and Rylan got a big job ahead of him here. Absolutely.
This Anonymo roster, right? Like, they've gone for, I guess, a blend of mostly experience and a little bit of youngster, I guess, in Kyler, but the experience is going to guide them through rounds like that. However, they have been deleted by Sharks.
That's it. And if Sharks are going to be hitting shots like that, we'll see if that carries across over to the automatic weaponry. And if it does, then maybe Anonymo could be in trouble. However, Vertigo, we know it, especially in the meta with these A1Ss at the moment. It is definitely a CT-sided map. So we'll see what Anonymo is going to be able to do in the first half. Sharks, though, off to a solid start.
Yeah, we know that Vertigo is so smoke-heavy, and the fact that you can just dump a clip or two through every smoke without penalty is really leaning towards that CT side. But, I mean, look at the discipline coming through from Anonymo. They are just full eco and hoping to buy into next, I would suspect. But I think we're going to be using this to just talk about how they're going to maybe approach this gun round. They don't really seem too intent on pushing. However, press go.
Playing with sound. Yeah. Playing with Jim as well. Just keeping them guessing. Sharks. He spotted there holding sandbags. Snacks just jumping for info. And Anonymo really looking just to punish any pressure put on them by Sharks, who are still happily just holding this 2-on-2 split.
Yeah, they're looking to just punish any CT aggression. That's not going to be the case. Sharks are happy to hold on to their weapons. After all, they're going to hold the bomb sites and just let Anonymo walk into those crossfires they've got set. Don't know as to whether or not they are going to be overwhelming here, as we do have Devi and Lucia, as they're going to walk into these MP9s, and it's just a killing field, Mac.
Yeah, looks like it's a bit of a meat grinder situation. MP9's farming up a storm. 2 for Luca and 3 for Zevi, who's going to sweeten the pot there. 5,200 already in the bank. And now, knowing that it was that full save from Anonymo, Sharks, they might just end up getting more aggressive. We do actually see an upgrade for Zevi there. So not just opting to stay with the SMG.
Now, with that upgrade too, he's foregone some utility. And I'm looking across. Sharks don't have a kit. So they're going to have to rely on eliminating Anonymo before they even get into the bomb sites, because they have gone for that option. They do have some utility. I mean, it's not incredible depth. And the more players that they lose here, this gets increasingly difficult. But Anonymo are just happy to play around those smokes, see whether or not they could already punish some CT aggression. And they might be able to do so again, however.
Awkward situation for Reels in there. Zevi at least able to pick up the scrap. The 2 T players stuck on that short side of the bottom of ramp. And that's going to be Innocent and Snacks hoping to get away. Snacks threads the needle, but Innocent, he'll follow along suit as well. So it looks like Anonymo, they've got that man advantage, but have a crack at that. Innocent on just 1 HP. Rylan already down to 26. So definitely Sharks are still in with a shot.
Sharks just looking to spread themselves between the bomb sites. Just eyes on mid too, very important in this late round. That Molotov is going to be extinguished, but they are just repelling Anonymo from the B bomb site here. In fact, this could be difficult for Anonymo to get into these bomb sites. They are bleeding internally.
But they do have much better util. A couple of mollies to try to flood out that A site. You could see JNT started to cheat towards the B site, but after we had Pank over the top of the smoke, looking at the stairs, and now all of this noise being made. Anonymo, they don't want to wait too much longer, just 20 seconds on the clock. Zevi ready just to swing from Scaff and come in on the flank there. JNT stopping the plant for as long as he possibly can. It looks like Zevi over the top is able to find one, but the bomb will go down eventually, and still a chance here for Anonymo, but Zevi just tearing him to pieces.
Innocent's on 1 HP. He can do this. He does have the AK. And if he manages to find paint, that could be the round.
Oh my lord, that headshot, Jim. Huge from Innocent. 1 HP, one more bullet, and he had the shadow, but Zevi connects instead. So Sharks keep it to 3 on their side. And look, keeping the AWP alive was pretty damn crucial. The rest of the boys for Sharks still have money to buy.
Absolutely. It wasn't it wasn't an expensive round in the grand context of things, but they do lose almost their entirety of the weaponry. I thought, to be honest, the positioning of Zevi with that AWP towards scaffolding, maybe you'd be better positioned more in the A bomb site. However, it works out for them in the end.
Just that close range angle. I thought he might have gone down, just re-peeking elbow over and over. And he never went for the wrap, not until it was just at the right moment, late after the bomb had gone down. And Anonymo back on the guns again with that bomb plant, with the round loss bonus. But already thin on the utility.
Absolutely. They've tried to bait out the utility from Sharks, and all they've been able to do so is thin the herd in terms of trades. So it does open up a bit more space for them to work around this map. But as you said, there's a smoke and a flash, and that's all they've got. So maybe looking to work with pinch and a punch, as they do also then go 1 for 1, and they have control of this B bomb site. That makes the thing difficult for Sharks now, as Zevi and Reelson have to regroup.
Just looking for an opening hit. Sharks just playing it extremely patiently, but so are Anonymo. Look how deep Ralin is here, just at mid, but Reelson will get the better of him, and still with 20 seconds to get to site and defuse. This is now that much more achievable. Innocent Shadow not spotted here at Ninja just yet. Zevi going to be dropping the smoke, and Innocent peeking out at the perfect moment. There's the numbers. Anonymo looking to play this one together as Reelson tries to back away. Oh, almost managed to get the final 2 kills, but Snacks, close to trade, gets the first round on the board for Anonymo, with a round that we said didn't look like was going to favour them without any util.
And this is where that round win for Sharks, with only 1 player surviving, becomes a factor somewhat, because they can't buy into this. They are going to just force in with pistols. So they know that the T-side economy is also on the rocks. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and break their economy as well. It's the break back.
Yeah. Speed him up again at A-ramp. Innocent. Oh, I thought he was going to go forward. Bomb dropped in the corner there. I thought it might have been up on ramp, but I was just looking at it from the X-ray. Snacks now edging forward, looking to play contact. Deagle in hands of Reelson, but JNT's fallen, and no redemption just yet. Snatchy sneaking his way up towards the lane here. Reelson, he just wants to take the fight to him. Deagle, though, that nerf coming through on the 2-tap, not doing anywhere near enough damage. Sharks slowly and methodically being picked apart.
Spam through, not finding anybody, and so quite smartly, they have to take what they've got and try and save it into the next round. With 3 weapons up still, and armor and some utility, they could be a threat into the next. The lost bonus, of course, is going to accrue, so they're going to be able to replenish their util stocks. But, I mean, I'm looking at Reelson and JNT's money. It's not going to be fantastic. And, of course, Anonymo. This is really important for them. They're not going to try and chase either, because, as we said, the economy was on the rocks. It was that breakback opportunity. They need to consolidate their own. So, well worked around from Anonymo, and all it took was just that opening toward A, and really Sharks didn't have the utility to try and contend with it. So it's just a question of what they do now for Reelson and JNT. I think it's just safe to eco with what they've got.
Yeah.
Maybe see some utility expended. And, I mean, Zevi's got the prized M4. It could be a factor. Maybe they just group up around him and try and work around that. I mean, in these sort of situations, you do see some teams try and just gamble what they've got and stack their numbers towards a single bomb site.
Well, that's it. You said group up around him, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yep.
Send all 4 extra players around Zevi, but they're actually hunting for the info early and setting the M4 in afterwards. Seems they can get a trade through, but so far it's just that smoke bang from Snacks and Anonymo not hitting the accelerator off it.
Yeah.
Contagion.
We've seen some teams try and do this, particularly on maps like Inferno, for example. They'll push down Banana and just try and lull this false sense of security of, okay, the site must be clear to a push down Banana. They tried to just get down that A ramp, however, the smoke just preventing their progression. So almost immediately, Anonymo have just backed off towards B. They're not messing around. They knew what was up. They had that nice spread. It wasn't going to work. It was a bit of a gamble from Sharks, as we said. There wasn't anything really into this round. They're, again, just prioritizing saving what they've got. They have had, as we said, with some previous rounds, some investment, that armor. It starts to build the money. The fact they don't have to buy that into the next round becomes a bit of a reward. But, again, just Sharks, after a good start, they have been reeled back a little bit by Anonymo.
Well, Anonymo looking like they could be a tiny bit hungry. Get a couple of those eco frags on the board, or maybe get the armor off these CTs. Pank's head was spotted. Kyla, not going to connect, but Rylan will onto Luca. So the A1S survives, and that's what is important, mostly for the Sharks, but Anonymo tying up the game at 3 rounds each.
Yep, and we can see here on the team economy tracker that essentially both these two teams have been so worried about consolidating their own economy in the last 2 rounds. That's exactly why we're starting to see the upward trajectory there. Pank has retained the UMP.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been on that forever. But, okay, maybe a bit of a cancellation here as to what's happening. No damage exchanged. So, bit of a reset. Would... curious to see what has happened, but
something's going on. At least it was cancelled before anything crazy happened, of course. Although we were discussing this in the green room. I didn't actually know Shrat got commissioned to build this building. I was pretty interested to find that one out.
I thought they'd never be able to build again.
Like, I heard, like, it says built on trust, but that's actually a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a,
Well,
I heard some bad things about this company.
The problem is, right, like Vertigo has existed for quite some time in the game Counter-Strike. So how long have they taken to build this structure? They've made
I wouldn't hire him to build my house, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. They've had so many edits to the original plan as well.
Just cannot make their minds up. Although it could be the client that's actually ruining them.
True. True. We know construction can be a bit of a cutthroat industry like that. But I mean, maybe it has been just the general safety of the site that's being questioned.
I'd actually like to see, if we went back over the years on Vertigo, how long have those pizza boxes actually been there?
True. More importantly, I think the fact that a CRT still exists on the job site means that this was commenced, the build was commenced somewhere in the mid-2000s.
Yes. So, been sitting there for a while.
Oh, Mac, this is the most anti-Mac work site I've ever seen. No tank tops or shorts.
I know.
No music. No explosives.
No explosives. No weapons. I got 2 weapons of mass destruction right here on my shoulders. No, not really. That's what Pilly always tells me, and it's kind of started to build up my ego, which is an issue because I don't want to be seen as a big-headed idiot. I already have a physical large head. But I don't want people to think I'm an idiot, you know?
No, you'd rather have them find that out for themselves.
Yes. Come and talk to me at the next big event that goes on, you know, post-COVID era. Come give me a big hug. And I'll let you know that I'm just a big old softie, huh? By the way, looks like the game is back and ready to jump on into round number 7. Getting right into the fun parts now. Both teams are able to have some buys on the board.
Absolutely. This is another important round for the CT side. Again, yeah, there are loss bonuses starting to accrue. But again, it's not in that territory where they're going to be able to string together a decent buy. So, very important round for Sharks. Because this is also just what marks a strong run of form for Anonymo, stringing these rounds together. Lots of damage exchanged through the smoke, actually. Zevi catching Innocent.
Yeah.
And, well, the trade's over at B, so this could open things back up as they just try and shuffle now.
They're just changing the pace when it's necessary. Front side swing from Snacks, but Kyla, good coordination to trade. Bomb, though, needs to be retrieved for the moment. That's going to cost a little bit of extra util from Anonymo to try to buy the time, but JNT has opted to go forward here, and on the side of Gen, I thought we might have seen a flood, but for the moment, Zevi waiting for the regroup. Reels and hits him with the liquid, waiting for that smoke to fade. Flash through, and Snatchy has to do a huge job here and buy some time for this flank to come through from Rallen.
Rallen has been on that other bomb site forever. It's just he's in a different postcode right now. They are going to tap the defuse though, so that's going to force Rallen into action. That grenade right onto the top of the secondary player. However, JNT good for the cover. And it is a round that Sharks needed. But again, they do take some losses. So it is going to be costly somewhat. They are going to be able to buy themselves into this round nicely, though. However, Anonymo are also in the same sort of territory. They've been able to build that bank. They've got that AWP onto Snatchy too now, so that just gives them a slightly different dynamic. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go back towards that A ramp, try and work some picks around that smoke, because we have seen Sharks actually try and stick around when the util goes down. So they could get caught out by this.
Let's see if Innocent takes that spawn and tries to make his way up a little faster. No, just dropping that util early. And once again, looking through spam from that short side of the bottom of ramp. Reels in as well, trying to get that free damage. Getting some success with the crane spam in the previous Kyler. Like we are going to see him boosted up at some point here. Just expecting some form of aggression from Sharks.
Now, they do actually have two over towards this B bomb site, which is not something Sharks have done a lot previously. However, that is a good exchange, and they have that third rotator come through, who is good for it. Luca now has the bomb down, so he just has to buy the time for the rest of the rotate to come through.
That's it. Luca, good spacing and a nice position as well, getting very advanced around that bomb and waiting for Anonymo to push through into his crosshair. But is he expecting Rallen here at Rops ready to push as well?
And they are expecting Snacks in that flank though, so Snacks is just trying to bide his time. Both Ts are just trying to communicate what's going on to each other. And they have no idea where Rallen is.
Oh, and there it is. Anonymo finding both correct lines at just the right moment. Flank, look, Sharks thought they had both angles covered, but unfortunately it just didn't favor them as expected. And Anonymo trading rounds back and forth, keeping the economy in question for both sides. But saying that, Anonymo keeping two alive at the end, only having to drop a couple across. They're still looking relatively healthy in comparison to the Sharks.
Yep. Putting that AWP back in the hands of Snatchy too, so they are able to buy into it nice and comfortably. There's a single flash on Sharks, so I would suspect this is where it's going to be burnt. They are going to face the firing squad. Okay, nice. Nice little grenade to soften everybody up as Innocent just stands guard over A ramp. And I feel as though Sharks might be in good trouble here.
Value for money from that HE. Almost a whole life and then some, taken by a $300 purchase, but so is Innocent. Open arms there with the AK, finding Luca, going for a sneaky play through the smoke. Didn't work out for the man. And Reels in. Oh, not quite spotted. There was, I think, an ankle going around the corner there, but Kyler, knife territory. Zebi's found two with the USP. Meanwhile, Sharks just flipped bloody 2v5 on its head.
All they did was sit in the corner, and this could work out. However, Innocent makes it work. He just stabilizes what was quickly getting out of control. I don't know. They didn't check the corner. I would suspect that's exactly what's happened. Zevi's just been able to slip the net.
Good timing. Sharp couple of shots, actually. Snacks getting caught jumping up onto the box. Of course, that screws up your accuracy. So definitely made his maker there. Fortunately for Anonymo, Innocent was there to pick up all the pieces. And man's playing pretty well at the moment. 9 and 6 for him. Sharks, you got Zebi doing a whole lot of the heavy lifting. JNT, big damage early. Snacks just tanking that molly. Reels in very close and should have been able to hear that one. He certainly has. Little read onto Snacks in the corner. Sharks setting themselves up for a solid round.
Snacks getting caught out trying to take territory early. And that sound cue means he meets his grisly end. Now, Innocent's going to try and group up with Anonymo as they try and just break their way through mid. They are going to have to contend still with two on the B bomb site if they get past mid here. They're going to flash Zevi off the line, so still got to do the dirty work here is Luca. He's playing that quite nicely, and they're just going to be cut to pieces, Anonymo. No entry here.
Yeah, Sharks extremely solid protocols there. Molly over to jump up just to slow down the push, separate all of the Anonymo players, and Rowland, put in an extremely difficult position. And Sharks, they're not going to be pushing for any extra info. Happy just to play from these positions, nice and close to swing off one another. If Zevi there in CT ends up taking some form of contact, you've got J&T nice and close, able to swing, get that trade happening. Similarly, Zevi's close to Luca, etc., etc. You have a look at all those positions. It all just makes sense. The only man who's kind of in a dangerous spot is Reelson, but he's taken a relatively safe line just to spot for info.
Yeah, they can't afford to have any weapons pried away from them right now at this stage of the game too. We're starting to get into that middle of the half, and City economy's not fantastic. It's a round like this they need to keep all five alive to just allow things to build. Now Rowland's just going to try and pinch that AWP and get away, but anything he takes out of the hands of Shark could be costly. Oh, they're going to try and just jump the line. They do the dance and he gets away with the AWP, but he does take one gun out of the hands of Sharks, and J&T will have to either be dropped or just fend for himself.
Yeah.
But Anonymo, their money's starting to whittle away too. So as far as they're concerned, they need some results now. They haven't had a lot of success with what they're doing. To be honest, there hasn't really been any set utility from them, aside from on this A bomb site once they get up that ramp. But no progression smoke has proven to be successful. They've had a lot of difficulty getting up this A ramp now without taking a lot of damage.
Oh, nice line from Snatchy. I think he spotted that again. Easy pickings onto Reelson. That's a lovely opening for Anonymo here in round 11. Now take a quick stock of the rounds as well, of course. It is currently CT-sided. Anonymo already 5 rounds on the T side, so I think they pick half. Anything from here is just a huge bonus.
Yeah, they've already done the hard work. I mean, the reward's there though, right? Like they push on for this. CT economy's on the back foot already. If they get this round and bring up their 6, they could find 7, they could find 8 before the CT economy recovers. And that really does mean that Sharks find themselves in a precarious position. Of course, this is Anonymo's map pick. We've seen them on it a few times.
Yeah.
They do group up quite nicely, to be honest. They do like to make those contact plays, and this is what Sharks are somewhat struggling to deal with. Again, they're on this B-bomb site, and it feels like the rotation is just so far away.
Yeah, Pank not aware that he was spotted there and tried to just jump back to safety. But it was not safe passage at all. And Anonymo happily just taking the round with open arms. Snack still on the lurk, looking to maybe cause some more financial damage. But if you have a look at the cash in the bank for Anonymo, they can't really afford to lose too much more. So he'll take anything that comes towards him. I think you can probably hear Luca going for that jump peek over towards the ramp. See if he opts for it. Oh.
Risk versus reward, White, right?
Yep. How much does Luca want the kill? Snack's great patience to wait for the rest of the boys to group up here, and now Luca could be in trouble, but it's going to be a late round bloodbath. 1-for-1. Luca falling. Zevi taking another flank coming through from Innocent, and there goes the AWP. Just J&T surviving, and that's rough for Sharks economy.
They still could put a buy together. I mean, they may have one player go down to a pistol, so they could try and work something here, but again, Anonymo, they are in another position here where they can just start to streak those rounds together. Not surprising to see the timeout taken. I mean, there hasn't really been too much money spent just yet. I mean, I think Luca jumped the gun. But my question is, do they invest? And what do they invest in?
Didn't know that there were fluffy dice in the map. I honestly didn't.
Is that on a forklift? I think that's on a forklift, though.
Yeah, it's on a forklift somewhere, so someone's having a damn good time. Rolling the dice, so to speak. Now,
everybody knows that fluffy dice mean there's a party somewhere.
Yeah, and obviously there's been a party going on because someone's not doing their job if Vertigo's still being built after 10 years. Now, into round 12 we go. Sharks, they're going to force up what they can. Pank down to that UMP just to get some extra util in play. And it's just him, Reelson, and J&T with the Molotovs. Anonymo, pretty much everything they could desire. Pank down at an awkward range, but it's worked out for him, raining some devastation from above and picking up that first kill.
Most importantly, too, gets away with the reposition now. However, Anonymo are quite set on Making their way into this B bomb site. Look at the rotation coming back away from A. They've got numbers now towards mid. They've got 3 here effectively. And they're not going to make it past that UMP. He's done a good job to get 2 with it.
Yeah, understandable why he's had it for so many rounds so far this half. Rowland able to trade and get away scot-free. Falls down, almost dies to the fall damage. But look, able to at least regroup and get out of dodge as quickly as he can. Snacks onto the tight line. Zevi playing the girder. But it's going to be traded through. Snatchy ready for the swing.
Yeah, Bomber's repositioned, and it's actually going to go back towards mid, so big risk with reward.
Huge flash.
Yep. Not a lot Rowland could do either. He gets caught in transition. And that's an important round for Sharks because they keep 3 alive. They are able to buy back into this nicely, start to build some utility, start to build some money of their own. And Snacks' Anonymo, on the other hand, they've got their last roll of the dice here, right? They're on that $1,900 money bonus. They're without a plant. And their money stocks have just been depleted in buying into this round. So here we go. Something faster towards.
Oh, you love to see it, but Pank saw it coming as well.
Yep.
Heads up.
Playing aggressive towards those B stairs has proven to be successful for him. And even then, he just nets a free kill effectively.
Thought Kyler might have had that one. You know, props for making the jump. Taking the risk. No reward off the back of it, though. So see what Anonymo can do from the man down position. Already very thin on the util that's remaining.
In the meantime, Snacks is just trying to see whether or not he can catch anybody out at B. If he can, we've seen them just take territory on B and try and create a bit of space. And it just pulls the A rotation away. And they do have the option to go to either bomb site at that point.
Reelson opted to go for that smoke. Innocent heard him falling back and took the opportunity to catch him. And fortunately for him, found him with the smoke in hand.
Yeah, they're going to go for that boost to see whether or not anybody's going to aggress towards them. But they do have numbers here, Sharks. So, Zevi's pushing.
Going forward. Man survived for longer than you'd expect, but Innocent able to pick up both of those kills. JNT chiming in to keep it even on 2 versus 2, but Anonymo, they've got this bomb at the bottom of B stairs. Snacks taking some real estate. Looking just to keep pushing forward. We'll see if Sharks expect it.
Don't think they will. I think they're going to know until right now it's B. So they're only just starting to get themselves towards this bomb site. They have a few angles to check, and Snatchy's playing nice and close too, so he's going to allow Snacks some cover.
Oh, Pinocchio, Snatchy info, and he's going to pick up the final 2 kills there. Beautiful round from Anonymo to bring it back after losing that initial pick onto Kyler. Keep themselves in the lead. 7-6, one more, and they've got the majority on the T side here on Vert.
Yeah, and this is where, to the city economy, it was quite fragile. So I feel as though Sharks really have been the victim of that economic management, the economic woes on the CT side. So it's that stage of the half where things just get really tough. The questions going through the comms right now would be, do we buy? Are we going to get, one more solid gun round in? Because reality says that we can't. Our loss bonus is actually quite low, as we do have an update from the B stream.
My lord, 12-3 in the first half. End point. Absolute statement up against Sprout there in map number 1. So see if they're going to be able to close that out or if things change going into that second half. However, we still have 2 more rounds here on the A stream to get through before we go to the halftime break.
Fairly evenly matched too. These, Sprout and Endpoint. They're 2 teams I feel as though they don't roll over. They don't give up easily.
Yeah, although we have been thoroughly impressed by what we have seen from Endpoint. However, into round 14 we go.
There's not a lot on offer here. So Sharks have opted to buy into this round. They got that HE utility. They got 4 in their back pocket. Maybe somewhere laying, there might be one somewhere left in transition as well with a 5th HE. So it's always an option.
Yeah, it looks like JNT's just got that hero org of all things over towards the lobby. And Sharks just want to eventually go for an airstrike, whether it's the retake util on A once the bomb goes in that direction,
Or at B.
or at B once they lose that stairs control. We'll see where it ends up. But again, Snacks, he's making a lot of noise here towards A. This is something that Anonymo have done a lot of.
Yeah, it looks like they've just got eyes on this B stairs, so this airstrike actually could work. Hank's going to be the info player, and he's going to call as to when they release. So they're still holding numbers over towards B. This could get quite interesting. They just need to make sure the nades are placed very well.
2-2 split, it seems. A couple of the boys coming in through mid, boost
Ooh.
over the top, and there's that airstrike. Snatchy barely alive on 20 HP. The Kyler as well, I think he spotted that aggression. MP9 not going to be able to finish the job there. Snatchy coming in clutch. JNT, the man who has that rifle in hand, he's not going to fire a single damn bullet, and he's almost gone. Skis Kyler with another, and this plan from Sharks has not gone as planned. Pank last alive at close range, manages to get his mitts on an AK just at the right moment. Second kill, which will whittle away at the economy. But even so, it's Anonymo who take the round, take 8 of them for the half, and are looking for 9.
Yeah, they have done a good job. What's got your attention here, Mac?
Mate, there is absolutely no money for Sharks to play with in the final round. There's nothing.
That was the question they had to face last round. Do they buy into it and just be faced with terrible money, effectively, for the rest of the game? That's what they were. The reality was they were going to have terrible money, so they just tried to make hay, and also tried to force the sun to shine.
Yeah, I like the attempt from Luca to try to make it a ladder and get in behind enemy lines, but Anonymo very solid at holding that mid aggression all half so far. Reels and cheeky setup from him. Hidden in the smoke. We'll see if the T's catch on to this one. They seem to be aware of it. Zevi able to trade, though, and that's going to be a rifle picked up by Sharks. Canada have some impact. JNT looking to go around the corner. 2-tap, finding the headshot on to Innocent. And now, with the 3-on-3, they decide just to give a bit of space.
Hank with that off angle. Oh, very nice.
There you go.
Doesn't get the weapon just yet. However, Snatchy's found a reply over here on A, so you would suspect the bomb is going to make its way through. However, JNT needs to be careful. He doesn't really have the HP. Ooh, even less so now, as Pank's got to make that UMP work. We've seen him make it work before, though.
We definitely have. And can't see a thing. Good timing on the flash smoke as well to fade away for Anonymo. Dare say Snatchy's going to be playing point man, but he has to now because Kyle's head's been taken off. Molly in a good position. Snatchy now. Thought he might have gone frantic, but he hasn't heard that tap just yet. Pank reveals his position on the bomb. He's looking for this info from Snatchy, who plays it strong, hiding there at dig. Second tap comes through. Snatchy thinking about just racking it in, but there it is. The peak comes through, and it's 9 for Anonymo as we head into the halftime break.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
In the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm bound to pursue you. I'm everything that you knew of, plus more. What's in store is I'm about to get to ya. Sleepless nights, better think this twice before you step to me and come and speak with strife. There's a lesson when you reach my life. It'll be chin checking and I'll teach you right. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. Seen that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear. Bow down and what? I'm your worst nightmare. Cause I ain't taking no losses. And I don't even care what the cost is. Are you prepared for the forces I'm about to bring? Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear. Bow down to no one, I'm right here. I get it in, I don't fight fair. And guess what? I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. Are you prepared? I'm your worst nightmare. I know you scared. I'm your worst nightmare. Are you prepared? I'm your worst nightmare.
What a first half, coming straight out into the series from Anonymo, setting up a statement on that T side. And look, if history repeats itself, I dare say they're going to have a bit of a walk in the park in this second half on the counter-terrorist side. But Jim, Sharks, they're a Brazilian team. We know how they thrive on these T sides. So I don't want to write them off too early.
Not only do they thrive on the T side, they thrive under pressure.
Yeah.
And I think mentality of these teams leans into it too, where they just approach it as each round comes. So they're not necessarily looking at the scoreline, rather each round in front of them. However, this is a fast approach on this A-bomb site.
Yeah, already straight up elbow. And it looks like we're going to have Luca trying to lead the charge here. Anonymo set up for the retake. Ooh. Snacks with the nade, and Ralin as well should be able to get a freebie onto Reels, and good placement on the nades, but just 3 HP away. Although very much softening up this man. Zebi's going to be going forward, looking for a little bit of info, not going to be able to connect. It's going to be JNT connecting. Innocent able to trade eventually. Snacks coming through, and Anonymo starting just to flood across the site. Reels and sitting there, swinging his knife in the smoke. He couldn't quite get one. Pang takes Reels and down, as well as Snatchy. And it's a successful damn retake, but my God, if you wanted some chaos in that pistol, you got it.
Absolutely, Mac, you were singing it like it was a horse race.
So much going on.
Oh, there is so much going on here. We do have the B stream too. There is plenty of action over there. As Endpoint actually closed it out 16-3. So
huge.
A strong second half, backing up a very big deficit in the first. So they already picked their map up, and you can catch that action over on the B stream. However, we've got Anonymo and Sharks right now with the buy from Anonymo, not messing around. They've got the M4s, they've got the rifles out, and Pank has just eliminated the only SMG they had.
Whoa, that was Sprout's map pick as well, did too. So, bit of a rough start to the series for them. Either way, still got plenty of rounds to play with here in our map number 1. Ralin, nice angle onto Luca there at mid, getting the early man advantage. And Sharks look with that bomb plant. Sometimes you'd expect a lot of these teams to go for the Glil armor, maybe some SMG's armor and some extra util, but Sharks taking a patient approach. Just going pistols, no armor, and looking to buy early on in that half.
Innocent just scoping things out towards the B stair. Doesn't want to overcommit. He is the solo B site player, so he goes down early. It creates a lot of space for Sharks to work with. However, he's going to chance his hand at a very close angle. He was finally a rotator coming through though. So Snatchy's just hanging around. Bit of an insurance policy. However, they've got it an opening onto A, so they're going to try and take it for now.
Just waiting for that opening. And Innocent caught into the
wow.
open, but Sharks, great spacing between them. Able just to take his head straight off with the spam. B-Hop over is going to put that bomb very far out in the open. And Snatchy just going to be swinging around Gent for 3 easy picks onto Sharks, who have Reelson coming in with no time remaining on the flank. And Snacks heads up. Here's those footsteps coming. And it's going to be 11 on the board. I was very worried for Anonymo for a moment until Snatchy put his hand up and said, "Don't worry, boys, I got this."
Yeah, the fact that Snatchy had to dig deep and find 3 there means that automatically Anonymo in this round, they're at a huge disadvantage. They've lost 3 of the weapons they bought in.
Yeah.
Now remember, they bought in with everything. They had the M4s, they had only a single MP9, and now as a result of that, they've had to forego some weaponry. And there's a real opportunity here for Sharks now, as they come onto their gun round, to put Anonymo on the back foot and start to chip away at that lead that they've accrued. As we do see some early utility layered onto this A ramp, they're just trying to progress themselves up. And it looks as though Anonymo are going to try and dig in and fight this.
Snatchy in a solid position, just a swing off of any contact from Snacks. Kyler's here. It's a 4-man A setup for Anonymo. And Snacks, he's got this awkward smoke to play over the top of, almost connecting there. Just barely missing by a whisker. Kyler wants to be sent in. He hears this util coming. First point of contact. But Sharks smashed the stick into reverse.
Yeah, they've avoided all that utility too. Like, look at how much utility's been used. And there's only so much damage being done to Snatchy. And this actually is going to be Innocent falling at B. So he's only gone 1 for 1, and that's so much space now that Sharks have to work with.
Oh yeah, especially with Anonymo just using so much earlier on in the round. There's going to be almost nothing to retake. But speaking of, with all that ramp presence, we're going to see a huge flank coming through. Just Luca here to try to hold for the moment. Sharks getting that bomb planted. And Anonymo really relying on Snatchy just to stay alive in CT spawn for the moment.
Yeah, they need to be careful here. Luca could do a lot of damage, and he's going to be part of the crossfire that just disables that flank. And so all Anonymo can do is try and save what they have. As we noted, it was expensive in the last round. It's expensive this round. They've lost 3 now, 3 in the previous. All they can save is what they've got, and their loss bonus is going to be pretty much at minimal. I don't see any buy coming through. That's disaster as Rallin goes down. So Snatching, he's only got that single M4. $1,400 loss bonus as well, so
Yeah.
it's only going to be $1,900 this round. That's disastrous.
Well, if you want this A1S in anybody's hands, it's of course going to be Snatchy's, who has been doing a pretty good job. 14 and 10 so far for map number 1 of the series. Sharks definitely have a healthy buy going into this one, but we'll see if they make a heads-up call, go back through the path of least resistance, or if they're just going to be going in guns blazing. JNT, looking like it's going to be the guns blazing option, at least just to take these stairs. Whoa.
Oh, it's so much damage done by utility. Doesn't net them anything just yet. However, Kyler's already pressured with that deagle.
Whoa.
Spots.
Oh.
Gets spotted.
Zevi, very fortunate to get away with that. Now Snacks, he's managed to thread the timing all the way in towards T-spawn. He's spotted though.
Wait.
1 bullet onto Reels and could net himself an AK. But he chooses the patient option.
Okay.
Oh, sneaky drop onto the ladder, and he manages to almost work the timing. Headshot found, and decides to go back up instead of continuing to overextend.
Yep. This forces Sharks to just keep their eye on ladder for the moment. It's going to chew up some time. They've got 34 seconds left. They are just staging themselves towards this B-bomb site. They need to be careful, though, because there is some exploratory missions going on right now, which could see them flanked.
Innocent, solid position here at Rops, just a swing off of Rallen's contact, but the Flash is going to be able to give some space to the T's, only for a moment though, because it's going to be one apiece. Rallen looking to find some more, but JNT coming through to trade. as Snacks slowly but surely on this flank. He spotted that backpack, stopped the bomb going down. There's 4 seconds to plant, but there's no damn time to do it because JNT falls. And Anonymo on the pistols pull it back for a 12th round.
That was just so much time being wasted. Snacks managing to slip the net, not once, but twice.
Yeah.
He really was operating as a splinter cell away from everybody else. He was just burning so much of Shark's time in that round, trying to search him out. And, you know, just like a thief in the night, he disappears after finding a frag at ladder. And it's put Sharks on the back foot again. So just some upgraded pistols coming through. Oh, that is a crunching grenade.
Yeah. What a line. What an angle. Threading it through under the top of the concrete and onto the top of the wood box there. Either way, Snatchy picking up first blood. And 3 more Sharks players already down towards half HP. So without armor, for the most part, they are just going to be torn to pieces. And there you have it.
Yep, and they could keep it clean here. I mean, Snatchy is going to be pursued, but a must-win round now for Sharks. If they don't want Anonymo to start streaking away with it, they're going to come in with this buy. Again, the loss bonus isn't amazing, but you know, if they do get a bomb plant here, it's not the end of the world for them. They should be able to buy in quite nicely into the next. But even if they don't, they can still string a decent buy together. Have to go down to Galil's maybe if they want some util. But what we're seeing now from Anonymo is they are building their own bank. So they have some staying power now. Oh, Snatchy. That is super aggressive, and you can just see how much Sharks are placing the precedent on taking control. Hey, ramp, Snacks. Only good for 1, but look at how much damage he's done.
Making the rest of the work for Anonymo quite easy. Innocent gets another Snatchy, spots Pank on that fading smoke. Pank should have had every advantage there. And it's just Zevi, last alive, stuck in one very, very rough position.
Yeah.
Rowland, he's able to play that line at the scaffold as well. Might have actually spotted him. He has through the teeny gap. Pick it up right at the end. Zevi, not much he could do from that position.
Yeah,
and Anonymo making the end of this map look so nice.
They needed that bomb plant. They can scratch a buy together here, yeah, with some Galils, but that's about it. So they're going to play the long game. Going to play for that OT run. Or are they? Buying down to around the $1,500 mark. So yeah, that's what I would expect. Let the loss bonus cover themselves. Have about, you know, 4 to 5K in the bank.
Yeah, something to work with. And Snacks has a little bit not enough to work with there. Rowland, however, finishes what Snacks starts and managed to find the final 3 with that 4-man push at mid. JNT, bit of a shrug there, saying, well, what can you do, boys? Now 1v4 angle, may be able to finish off Rowland. Innocent, trying to jiggle peek the line. Ooh, an opportunity, missed shots. So Innocent picks up this one and takes Anonymo to map point, 15-7.
Strong statement on their map pick. This is all just nice eco frags. Stat padding here for Rowland. But this is the round that counts for both of these two teams. Of course, Anonymo going to take some confidence from taking their map pick in this series. And, well, this is the buy coming in from Shark. They've just thrown everything at it. Reels has been completely blinded. And it was a team flash.
Very unfortunate there for Reelsin. Now Sharks are trying to find a way back into the round. Maybe that's the opportunity. Snatchy, awkward position, dropping the molly. And Luca could have found the timing, but he's just going to wait for these smokes to fade instead, hitting him with the liquid. He's not going to find anything off the back of it. Rowland's in T-spawn. He's where the T's by guns.
Yeah. That ain't cool.
It seems the T's are aware, and Zev, he gets his head taken straight off. Now, JNT knows he's got an isolated fight if he does backtrack. But again, Rowland's not missing much right now, and it's so awkward for JNT.
Yeah, this is like a first date.
Look, I don't know about you, but I'm a smooth criminal, and it looks like JNT isn't. There you have it, Rowland. Sitting in T-spawn, closing out the map 16-7, and Anonymo looking very happy with this